Listen in for some positivity and good times. The views and opinions of our guests may not necessarily reflect those of the host or the Vibes Broadcast Network. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone. I've told you before, these little opinions and editorials that I do are kind of like therapy for me. And I hope that it helps you. I hope it enlightens you to different ways of thinking. And I make this video kind of a heavy heart. There's different ways to look at this. And what I'm talking about, I'm referring to a YouTuber named Nikacodo Avocado. Now, if you've never heard of him, I only know of him because I've seen reaction videos to some of his videos. Some of his earlier work, I wanted you to know this is a very talented person when it comes to music. He would play his violin, and it's remarkable. The guy has great talent, and by no means has the things that he does now has had any effect on his playing. But his videos, and mind you, very fit, very good looking young man, very talented, seemed to have had his head on straight. He was doing these great things, but not getting a whole lot of views. But he would do these other videos where he would get a grotesquely large amount of food and would consume it. And those would be the videos that got attention. Now, he makes, well, from what I understand, $20,000 a week doing these videos. And you could see the change. He put on a lot of weight. He became more erratic, he still does these ridiculous things. Apparently broke a rib and is claiming he's disabled now. Just very mentally unstable, excuse me. And I mean, really, can you blame him if somebody offered you $20,000 a week to basically self-harm and do these ridiculous things? How many people would turn that down? Now, I'm not a controversial person. I don't make these kind of videos, and I don't do a lot of clickbait, simply because that's not who I am. Now, this particular video, I did put a picture of him. I'm going to show you his picture. And I didn't go and download his videos. I've never looked at his channel other than through reaction videos from other people. And I'm not a psychologist. I don't claim to know anything about psychology. I don't quite understand why we are addicted to this kind of stuff when there are people out there with legitimate channels making content, trying to help other people. I'm going to use someone that I interviewed some time back as an example. Her name is Kara Michelle, and she doesn't have a huge following, but she went through some tragic things in her life. And instead of cowering away, and she used that as a means to help other people. And her positivity, she's taken something tragic and turned it into something positive. Why isn't that getting more attraction? This is helping other people. And the more I thought about it, I think what it is some people will look at something Nikacodo Avocado does and say, wow, I'm doing terrible things, but I'm not as terrible as this person. that no accountability for themselves. They just want to point the finger and say, look at this person. Now, I guess a part of me is kind of jealous. I would like to be that famous, but I'm not at that point where I would do something that extreme just to get views. I'm not going to change who I am just to get popular. My agenda is to spread as much positivity out there as I can, and hopefully I can spread some inspiration and motivation to other people. I don't hide the tragedies that I've had in my life because I feel somebody out there is going to hear my story and relate to it and say, maybe there's a chance for me. Now, yeah, I have my bad habits, as you see. I used to be a lot more self-destructive with alcohol and drugs. I took accountability for that. I could easily try to blame other people, but in the long run, I am responsible for how I react to things, my attitude, and the things that I do. I cannot point my finger and say, so and so did this to me. This is why I'm an alcoholic. This is why I'm a drug addict. No. Um, my tobacco. I was 12 years old. I saw my cousins doing it. I did it because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be make people think that I was, I don't know, tough because I was doing it. And then it got to be a habit. I enjoy the way it feels, and yeah, I know that's self-destructive, and I need to quit. I have no excuse other than I just don't want to quit. Is this the same thing? I don't know. Being attracted to controversial or self-harming type videos, is there something that sets off in the brain chemically that attracts people to that? I don't know. I wish that I could find somebody that could come on and explain why we are addicted to these things. I never watched Jackass. I knew what it was about because other people talked about it. I just didn't think that hurting each hurting yourself, hurting others was that's just something I'm not attracted to. I don't understand the attraction to it. I mean, I guess people just like to see other people hurt themselves. I know what the milk crate challenge is, but I don't watch those videos because I don't care for it. Am I any more special than anybody else? No, that's just who I am. I'm just not particularly fond of that kind of stuff. And once again, I'm not any more special than anybody else, and I'm not putting anybody else down because you enjoy these kind of things, because I don't understand it. There's a reasoning behind it. I want to find the answers. There's things that I can imagine why. I just wish that more people were addicted to the positivity stuff, because even if you don't like the things that I do, there's still other people that I've interviewed that they have great stories. They've awesome knowledge about these about mindset, about how to change your way of thinking, how to make you more successful. Do we just not want accountability? Do we enjoy the victimhood of saying it's everybody else's fault and not taking account for our own misdeeds or uh, self-harm, like I said, with the alcohol and the drugs? Do we like that kind of the alcohol and the drugs so much that we don't want to change? I don't know. I hate for something tragic to happen in your life to make you want to change your mind. For me, it was wanting to spend more time with my kids, to have a better relationship with my kids. I did have a heart attack because I wasn't taking care of myself. I don't know. I want you to know that there are better ways of handling things, and I think that you can get on the right path if you really, really want it. Do you really want success, or are you scared of it? Are you scared of the things that you might have to sacrifice? I've wanting to put more money into this, and I'm having to go back and get rid of things in my life that I really, really don't need. And that's something else to consider. We want the things that we want, not necessarily the stuff that we need. I don't need 10 different streaming services and all this entertainment when I really don't spend that much time watching television anymore. I do find enjoyment in watching the creativity of just the regular Joe Schmo that is making content on YouTube. I don't have all the answers. That's what this channel is for, is we're seeking out answers. We're trying to help others as well as I need to help myself. I'm not going to stop growing, and I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers. I want to be a better person. I want to have better content. And I'll say it this way. I've set a goal that I want to make at least one person smile every day. It makes me feel good. If that's selfish, so let it be. I find more enjoyment in helping others. And there's so many people out there that have that same way of thinking. Are we special? I don't think that we're special in that sense. I think that we're just more apt to open ourselves up so others can relate to us. And it is an addiction in itself when you do this kind of content, and every once in a while somebody will message you and say, hey, thank you, I needed to hear that, or you really helped me. There is enjoyment in that. I wish the world was a perfect place, but it's not. And things are the way they are. Will they ever change? I hope it would. I don't think it will, but part of me thinks it might. I want what's best for you. I want to see you succeed. And I'm hoping I'm a small part of that. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that. I say I like to do these things because it helps me get some of this out of my system. Because I'll sit here and I'll think about these kind of subjects for hours on end. Say, am I saying the right thing? Can I relay this to you? I hope this helped. I hope you're understanding where I'm coming from. Do not, under any circumstance, go to this page and say anything detrimental to this person, because Nick he's a human being just like you and I. He has feelings, and he says he's happy. He's happy with his weight and the things that he does, and if he is, more power to you. Who am I to judge you? Who am I to say that you're hurting yourself? I don't have those answers. I can look at it in many ways, and I just wish the best for you. I wish the best for all of you. Well, anyway, before I ramble on, take care, God bless, and peace.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Listen to the Vibes.
You can catch us on Buzzsprout or wherever you listen to your favourite podcasts. And on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at The Vibes Broadcast Network